Let's build a car emergency kit for free. Maybe not entirely for free. That's going to depend upon how much stuff you have in your house that you can repurpose in your car. The first thing you need for your emergency car kit is some kind of container to hold everything in. I'm a big fan of a backpack. That way, if I need to leave my vehicle for some reason, I can just keep everything in the backpack and go. I picked up this pack years ago on a sale rack for 10 or 20 bucks, and maybe you don't have a backpack. I was just down at my mom's house and she handed me this old duffel bag. Is this tactical and cool and sexy looking? No. Will it hold an emergency kit? Absolutely. Do not think you need to go out and spend a bunch of money on a backpack. Find something in the back of a closet, use that instead. Now, particularly in the winter, you want to make sure you stay warm. So I've got a couple different options here. This is a puffy coat. It's not super expensive. I think it came off a rack at JCPenney on sale. Another option, this is a fleece shirt, not cotton. You want something that's going to keep you warm and you want to avoid cotton. Cotton sucks. Technically, it sucks water. It absorbs it, hangs onto it, and then it keeps you cold once it's wet. Fleece is going to repel water, as is wool. And that will keep you much warmer. You could go out and buy something expensive at REI, or you could go to your closet and find that kind of ugly thing that your grandma gave you that you've never really worn and throw that in your emergency kit. Along with staying warm, you want to stay dry. I picked up this Mountain Hardwear rain jacket at the Goodwill for $4. Does it keep me 100% dry? No. Does it keep me mostly dry? Yes. As an extra layer, will it keep me warmer with my puffy or my fleece? Absolutely. The other benefit to having more than one kind of jacket is that if you have more than one passenger who does not have a coat and you break down in the winter, now both people can stay a little warmer. I picked this up at Walmart at the end of season sale after hunting season was over. I think it was $3. Camo on one side, high visibility orange on the other. Super handy if you've broken down on the road and you want to make sure you can easily be seen. You probably have an old hat laying around somewhere. I'm gonna guess it's ugly and you never wear it. Throw that in your emergency kit, and then if you see something like this on super sale on a clearance rack somewhere, just pick it up. Gloves. There's nothing worse than having to change a tire in the winter and having freezing cold hands. Having a pair of gloves will make your life better when you have to deal with stuff, particularly when it's cold outside. Go find a pair on sale. Harbor Freight has them super cheap. Get yourself a pair of gloves, throw them in your bag. Socks. These are gigantic on me. They sat in the back of my drawer for a really long time, and then I thought, if my feet get soaking wet, it would be nice to have a pair of dry socks to change into. Not only is it nice for your feet, they work great as mittens. And if you need fingerless gloves, you could just cut the tips off and have yourself some fingerless gloves. So go into your sock drawer, grab that pair of socks that's way in the back that you kind of forgot about, throw them in your emergency bag. Duct tape. There are a million uses for duct tape. You probably have a partially used roll somewhere in your house. So I want you to take that roll, throw it in your emergency kit right now in your vehicle, add it to your shopping list, pick up a new roll the next time you're out. A multi-tool. There's plenty of tools you can keep in your vehicle, and we can talk about that for quite a long time, but if you have nothing else, I'd recommend some kind of multi-tool. This Leatherman I've had for about 15 or 20 years. It is a Super Tool 200. It gives me pliers, wire cutters, a knife, a can opener, a saw. This is indispensable and always stays in my pickup truck. You do not want to rely on your cell phone's flashlight. You'll drain your battery faster. You're more likely to drop your phone in a puddle or crack the screen or break it in some way by having it in your hands. You want to be able to see, particularly hands-free, so a headlamp is a good way to go. If you don't have an extra flashlight kicking around the house, go to Harbor Freight, buy yourself a $2.49 headlamp, throw it in your bag, and be better prepared. I often keep a sleeping bag in my vehicle in the winter. If I don't, I have a blanket of some kind. This is a great way to go. These seasonal polar fleece blankets. If you don't have one, you can find one on super sale at the end of every holiday season at Walmart on the clearance rack. You just want something so you can keep yourself warm if you break down in the middle of the winter. My first aid kit has changed over time. I started by spending $10 on one of those hard-cased kits that you could buy at a grocery store or a big box store, and then slowly altered it over time, added more things into the kit, outgrew that case. Currently, I have it in this soft case. The thing I use the most is ibuprofen. I also keep an extra flashlight and other things in here. I'll go over the whole first aid kit at another time. The important thing is you have something to take care of general issues quickly. Well, there you have it. That is an emergency kit you can build yourself. Go put your stuff together, throw it in your car right now, and you can go to sleep tonight knowing you'll be more prepared tomorrow than you were yesterday. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me here at the picnic table at 4 Acres in southern Vermont. Always do the best you can with what you've got, and I'll see you around. Take care. You're still here? Get out of here. Get off the internet.